Since we're live, but we're not live there.
Right.
Same thing happens to me.
Because it lags.
Yeah, it lags. Still waiting. Now we're live.
All right, we are live, y'all. Hello.
Welcome, everybody. Boy, do we have some cool stuff for you all tonight. Let's see.
I can't see
can't
anything,
read the chat.
unfortunately. So
Elderly poodles. Katie was so calm, and you acted as I would, laughing hysterically.
they're talking about Round Top, I think.
Oh, Round Top,
When the
yeah.
toilet flooded.
Oh, yeah, when the toilet flooded. Yep. That was an iconic moment I will never forget.
So let's see who's here.
We have Poodle in the house.
Hi, Poodle.
Perry Hughes is tuning in.
Hi, Perry. Amy's here. Hello.
Joan Clavier.
Hi, Joan.
Let's see. KP Gunther's
What's up,
tuning in.
KP?
Nick is here. Hello.
Nick's Vintage Knacks. How goes it?
Betty Gillimore.
Oh, hi, Betty. It has been a long time since we've seen you. I'm glad you're back.
Robin Cormier.
Hi, Robin.
Christy.
Tippywinks.
And let's see.
You're here.
I'm here. I'm present and accounted for. That's a good thing. Marianne.
Hi, Marianne.
I will, Poodle. I'll try to repost that video if I can find it. That was very, very funny. Renee is here as well.
Renee please tell me if I get it right. Morricone.
And your mom is tuning in.
Hi, Mom. I'm sure Dad will pop in too. You've got your sheet. Okay.
Yeah, I've got my
Don't need this right now. Yeah. So guys, literally we just got back from we went to Boonesboro, we went to Beaver Creek, and we went to Crossroads. I'm amazed we got through all 3 months.
Oh, they're huge. I mean, absolutely brass armadillo size, enormous. I'm surprised we did too, but then we needed to get something to eat. So we ran by King's Pizza and had our pizza, but we were scarfing it down just moments before sale. I was like, I gotta get something to eat.
Shoved it in our faces.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, I love it. I got it right. Yes.
Awesome, Benny. Good job.
Thank you. So yeah, we each have 25 items tonight. So we're gonna really do our hardest to get through the sale because we don't want to intervene in Pam's time. So we're going to go quickly or as quick as we can. And I know the D is probably still going strong. So we're going to show 2 items per round. If we have choice, like I have a couple of choice items tonight, that's going to be like my one round because there's going to be like 2 claims or 3 claims. So that way we can move through this sale really, really quickly. And we can combine orders today, and we have the shipping material and everything. So if anybody does make claims from both Katie and I, if it's possible, we can do the shipping together as best as we can.
Yeah. So we're all set up to ship right after the sale, so look out for those invoices. And because we're in the same state, as Minnie said, we can finally combine shipping for the industrial sale. So you guys will get a good rate on that, which will be wonderful.
So be on the lookout for your invoices. If you guys pay right away, of course, we won't be able to ship it out till Monday. I know you're leaving Monday, boo. But I'll make sure I'm off Monday and Tuesday, so I'll be able to get those items out in the mail along with unpacking, getting back into my normal routine. So I'm gonna make sure everything goes out as scheduled. And yeah, it'll be just basically like another day.
Yeah. So it'll be fabulous. But we have been having so much fun this trip, and boy, let me tell you, some of the stuff I found up here to bring to you guys tonight is just super exciting to me. So I'm anxious to show it to you all. I think you'll enjoy it. And Benny has some excellent graphics and advertising pieces as well. Hi, Heather.
Hey, Heather. Good to see you. I think John Robert is here. John, good to see you all.
Hi, John. Good to have you in the chat.
So forgive us if we're looking down. We've got Katie's phone to read the chat. Because with StreamYard, while they've actually updated the referral link button, some of the comments you can't read because it's covered.
Yeah, so if we're looking down, it's like we're trying to see what's in the chat.
you want to get your phone cord so you can plug in because you're at 31%.
Yeah, I'll just put mine though in low power mode
Excuse me.
because my phone cord's over there, and I don't know where'd that.
Is that a C cord? Because you could plug it into this one.
Yes, it is.
Get it real quick.
Yeah,
Sorry,
we'll
guys.
I'll just plug it right into my laptop, I think.
That'll be fine.
Sorry, we're trying to adapt to the hotel. And there's not a lot of power outlets where we are in the little count section. So we're trying to make sure everything stays charged and powered up for the sale.
Ooh, I want to knock my
oh,
other
yeah.
lady over.
We don't need her falling on your head. That's the one thing about the.
You know what? Flip it over. Like have this side flat and the charger facing up. Power will not do
I
that.
don't think iPhone will do that.
Okay.
iPhones, you know. Well, let me
Janky.
see if I can. Okay, that
That's,
might do it.
as long as we don't bump
Yeah,
it, we're fine.
if we don't bump,
Okay.
we're good.
All right.
So
wow. Yeah, we've done a lot of shopping.
Lots of shopping. And today, the mall that we were at, there was another lady. Oh, forgive me, I've forgotten your name. If you're tuning in,
Robin.
Robin recognized us. So just a shout out to Robin. It was good to meet you in the antique mall. And oh man.
Are you talking about the lady that worked there or the lady you were talking to earlier to?
No, yes, hello to that Robin, but also the woman that I met in the antique mall.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know what
I don't know her name.
But thank you for talking to us and saying, "Hey, we watch you on YouTube." That was really cool. I got confused.
That's okay. Yeah, I met a lovely lady that collects jewelry. Her name was Robin, and she was just delightful. We talked about Weiss and Eisenberg and all those fun things. So that was neat. There was a mega amazing jewelry booth that had I don't know how many cases of jewelry, but I was a little jewelry drunk for a good part of the afternoon. I did. Jeffrey is on his own, hanging out with Louie, my pug. So I think they're doing really well. Good companions for each other. Hi, Lori. Perry.
Good to see you. So yeah, we've been all over the place. We've been to PA, Virginia. Well, we didn't go into Virginia at all, I don't think.
We went to West Virginia.
So we were in West Virginia. We didn't get a chance to go into Virginia at all, but that's okay. There's more places for you to go to the next time you're here.
When I come back, we'll hit it hard. But I'll tell you, man, we have just been finding cool stuff left and right. Benny has the best thrifting, antiquing, everything by him. It's so different from what I get in Florida. And plus, hanging with Benny is a real treat. Hi, Denise. Welcome in.
Hi, Denise. Good to see you. Who else did we miss? Do we miss anybody?
I don't think so. If we missed you, we're sorry. We're looking at a very small screen, making sure that we can read the comments.
Make sure you all thumb up the stream and subscribe if you haven't done so. Make sure you subscribe to Katie as well. I don't think I might have put your information in. I think I scheduled this live a week ago, so maybe I did. But I haven't checked. So do make sure that you are subscribing. Excuse me.
Gavin.
My gosh. I think allergies are starting to get to me around here.
Well, and we've been to so many stores with a lot of different
Hi, Geneva.
dusts and stuff. Hi, Geneva. Welcome in.
So yeah, we're also sleep deprived, even though we slept really well last night.
Yeah, this morning, man, when my alarm went off, I did get to sleep in a little bit. I was like tired, but it's the cool junk and good friends that get you up, and you're like, all right, this is going to be another good day because you just don't know what you're going to find. And yeah, it was just another spectacular day out there.
And it was nice because we were local. We didn't really, we rushed to get around, but we didn't because the antique malls, Beaver Creek and Crossroads are literally like 20 minutes from where we were. So
yeah, and the one mall we went to, they were having like their anniversary sale. So a lot of the vendors were on sale, and they had little sandwiches and snacks and things, which was nice because that was kind of at least my lunch today was at the antique mall, which is not a bad day. When you're in the antique mall eating and looking at jewelry.
So if you guys see my phone for whatever reason likes to be janky, and I have to tap the screen. So if you guys see me do this, It's just me turning the screen back on because sometimes I have to reset my phone so it doesn't do that. I just didn't have the time to do it today. So bear with
it
me.
goes in like a sleep mode.
Pretty much, even when I'm
Yeah.
live. That's the one thing I'm not crazy about using my phone regarding this is that I have to do that, but the video quality is better than with mobile network than it is with my computer.
Sure.
They're up at 6 a.m. for their community yard sale today. About 120 yard sales. Wow.
Wow, Gavin, that sounds like fun. What did you guys get? Did you find anything cool? Any records? I didn't get any records today, but I do have a record for sale tonight, which is cool.
Yeah, we've bought a whole wide variety of things. I mean, we've been to so many stores.
Yeah, I can't keep all the places we've been straight, but I've been finding just a lot of good quality here. And Vinny took me to the mall today. They had the most amazing Art Deco booth. I mean, it's top of the line, high end, never see it anywhere kind of stuff, And everything's probably about over $500 in that booth, I would gather, just from some of the things I saw. But if I could win the lottery and take it all home, yeah, I would. That booth's killer.
Yeah, that person who has that booth also does stuff at the DC Big Flea in Chantilly, Virginia when they do it. So I'm sure he puts stuff there at the booth, and then when he knows he's doing the show, he'll bring a bunch of his bakelite and jewelry and some of his decorative stuff.
Yeah.
There.
Hi, Lorraine and Helen. Welcome in. Nick says he got home from Dirty Jane's, which is another great antique mall if you're ever up in Chattanooga. Found a cool 33 World's Fair tray, some linen Chattanooga postcards. Ooh, that's
excellent.
Cool, Nick. I found some World's Fair stuff today that I'm going to send you a picture of, and I picked it up because I said, ooh, Nick might want that.
And I know tomorrow will be your official last day, but we get to do something else really fun. We get to go see Amy from the chat.
That's cool. I cannot wait. Amy, I was looking at the postcards I bought this trip, and I have a stack. I don't know about that thick of postcards I'm going to be bringing that we get to sort through. So that'll be fun.
Yeah, so we're going to do that. I'm going to bring my, I call them junk jars. That's treasure jars. I called them junk jars from the start, so that's what they are, and it's just stuff. So I'm bringing those. We're going to go to Old Glory Antique Mall, which I've been going to since I was in diapers. We're going to go to Cannon Hill that actually recently just opened. If you guys remember, I put in a link for the fundraiser for that relief fund for that. So they opened up shop across the street from their original building that burned. So we're going to go check that out for the first time since they reopened. And then we're going to go to the Emporium in Frederick, which is a little on the higher end side, but since Katie's never been there, it'll be a good experience.
Yeah. Jackie, hello. She says that can't stay long. She's at a friend's wedding, but wanted to pop in and say hi.
Well, hello. Good to see you, and I hope you have a good time at the wedding.
Hi, Virginia.
Hey, Virginia. Good to see you.
Yes, Christy, this coffee sign, as you probably have already guessed, belongs to me. I did get that from Junkworks, which is one of my very favorite Instagram accounts that I follow. The guy has a shop here, and I did end up buying the Coke piece and this deco coffee sign, which is just amazing. The colors make me really happy.
And of course, we all know the pinup lady is mine.
Yeah. Hi, Catherine. Oh, I'm
Hey,
so
Catherine.
sorry you're not feeling well today.
Oh, I hope you get better soon. Allergies and stuff are crazy here.
Yeah, they are. Oh, you saw a Bosco coffee can today. Nick, we're going to have to compare notes because I have a Bosco coffee can I also picked up here that will be for sale at some point, but it's a different version than all the other ones I've been seeing. So I'm kind of curious if yours had the man on the side with a bar or a little block text, or if yours just had the man. You may not remember, and that's okay if you don't, but I am curious. Hi, Karen. Yeah.
Hey, Karen. Good to see you. Hi, Chad. Good to see you as well.
Welcome in, Chad. Yeah, we have been having a ball. We really haven't. We've had so much shenanigans happening.
Oh my gosh, there's so much that's happened.
The two of us together, I mean, we really truly are a pair.
Yeah, you're right, Virginia. It did grow. I was gonna get it cut before Katie got here, but I was like, I don't want to spend $30 right now, and I'm about to spend a bunch of money, which I have on a haircut. So at some point, I definitely want to get it cut again because it's getting to the point where I have cowlick when I wake up in the morning. So that means it's time for me to go get it shortened.
Yeah. Yep. I just got my hair cut before I left because I just cannot deal with hair on my ears. So I was really thrilled to get it trimmed.
Yeah. So I think we have hit the 15-minute mark. So that means it is time to get down to business, right?
Yeah, we gotta get through some items because boy, do we have some treasures for y'all tonight.
So just a quick little overview for anybody who has not been here before. If you are new to us, just make sure you send your information to the pinned emails at the top of the chat. Make sure you're under live chat / all messages, depending on what device you're using. Why there's a top chat, don't know.
Doesn't need to exist.
Doesn't
It's
need to
useless.
exist. So we actually will be able to combine shipping this time because we are in my home state of Maryland. So we do hope you pay right away because we are going to be working on packing and invoicing all of this stuff tonight. So that way we can have a fun day tomorrow and it's all done with, especially because she leaves early Monday morning. Make sure you do go over to Miss Pam after our show. Hopefully we'll get done by 8 o'clock. I'm crossing my fingers. If we go quick enough, we can get done by 8 by Pam's time. Normally Katie does her jewelry sale with Nate, but she did it last week and of course doesn't have any stock for tonight for the jewelry sale. So that's not happening, unfortunately.
Yep, but we'll be back next Saturday with our jewelry sale like always. So we're not going to be away too long.
And then, of course, Trisha from Sandy and Otto has her sale at 10 p.m. Eastern tonight, so make sure you stay tuned for that. I believe I have your channel and your email in the description box. I don't know for sure. I did it so long ago and so much has happened in the last 10 days. So
exactly,
everything should be there. Hopefully her email is in the pinned comments. So if you happen to be interested in anything tonight and you haven't bought from us before, just make sure you copy and paste that. We send your invoices through PayPal. If you haven't bought anything from us before, include your name, your YouTube name, your PayPal email, and shipping address in the email you send to us, so we know where to send you your awesome treasures to. And did I cover everything?
I think we covered everything.
All right.
I swear.
So you're the guest on the channel, so go ahead and show us your first two items.
I will. Nick, by the way, I'm getting a chuckle out of that too. And I guess Deco Dan is the one that you took me to today.
Deco Dan.
The booth.
Oh.
If you've taken me to see Deco Dan.
If that's Kiko, forgive me if I mess up your name. Is it? I'm afraid to mess your name up. Croquet Boucher? I think that's how you pronounce it. If that's Deco Dan, then yes, that's at Antique Cross. No, at Beaver Creek here in Hagerstown.
Yep. Okay, so first up, I was so excited about this. I love a good starburst, so I got this fabulous little twinker. I cannot speak, I swear. Twinkle copper cleaner for you guys tonight. This is a fabulous little 1960s, 70s 10 with great graphics. And I love that this is so clean because, of course, with the inside, you can fill it up with all kinds of little things. I keep these in my bathroom and I put, Q-tips, cotton balls, little things that I need in it. And it just is so happy to me when I unscrew the lid of a vintage jar and get out something that I'm using every day. You could put lens wipes in here. Just honestly, the options are endless, but this also looks great in a display. And the little Starburst graphics, honestly, are so happy. Here's the bottom. I cannot for the life of me remember. I just was looking at this before the sale. The eye in the circle. I do know who made this particular jar, but I just can't come up with it at the time.
Oh, okay, that's not what I thought it was.
Yeah, no, it's not Owens, Illinois, but it's a name.
See there again.
Anyway, this Twinkle Copper Cleaner, say that 10 times fast, can be yours if you're interested in this fabulous little guy for just $12 by giving me number 100. $12, number 100 for the Twinkle Copper Cleaner. my gosh, I can't
I
speak.
think you got Tinkerbell on your mind.
I do, I must.
And here's my first item. I hope it's here. 'Cause if not, I'm gonna be
Are we doing 2 items at a time?
yes.
Okay. All right. The next item I have, this is actually the first record I've ever brought to our industrial sale, but I found this at an estate sale. I actually brought this with me from Florida, and I just thought it was so cool. The graphics are awesome. So this is from 1975. It's a 33 and a third Wonder Woman record.
You got Willie Joe for
Willie
number
Joe.
100.
All right, Rachel, congratulations. That is headed to you. Excellent.
Oh, we should, since speaking of Willie Joe, forgive me interrupting you. So you received your payment, right, for the jewelry sale?
Yes.
She just forgot to send me the label for your
Yes,
box, and it's sitting at my house. I promise you, she's gonna send me that label immediately, and I'm gonna have it
Sent out.
labeled, and it's gonna be going out Monday. So I apologize. There was just a mix up. We're so tired.
Yeah. So anyway, don't worry, Rachel. That will be going out to you. Okay. So this is a 7-inch, 33 and a third Wonder Woman record. The graphics are fabulous. I will say the jacket has a little bit of wear, but on the back you've got all of your regular cast of superhero characters. You got Superman, Batman, Spider-Man. Let's see, is that Spock? Spock?
I want to do that.
Yeah. So anyway, this is fabulous. And I just thought this was really great. Now the record is in, I would say, VG minus condition. You know, it's not the cleanest, but again, for display, putting into your record collections, your vignettes. I just thought this was fun, and I love the Wonder Woman graphic on the little 33 record. So this is a great deal tonight if you are interested in this and you want to bring back a little piece of your childhood. And you can have this Wonder Woman record for $8 by giving me number 102. $8, number 102.
So I think it looks like Willie said that she hasn't been billed for the jewelry unless you did it today.
Okay, so I will just combine with everything, Rachel. No worries on that.
And we'll just throw
we'll just throw it in.
We'll do the separate. Well,
Yeah.
It's already at my house, but
Okay, we'll
we'll
get
just-
it. Yeah. Don't worry. Sorry, Rachel. We got everything else out, and I just sort of realized Vinny had an extra box, and we're like, oh no, we'll get it. Okay, fabulous.
So do remember we are combining tonight. So if you make purchases from both of us, we're going to, of course, be able to put it all in one box and get it out the door for you. All right. So those were your two. I actually can remember that this time.
Yep.
So this piece was really cool. I loved the colors of it. It's just a little tube for Rexall waxed nylon dental floss. I have to do this a little bit better here. Small little tube. I was just really amazed of. That's really not showing well, is it? There we go. That's a bit better. The blue and the green contrast. I like that. It's a little plastic vial, so probably from the 60s, I would think. But it's only. Up to this, it's only a little over 3 inches tall, so this would be a very light item to ship if it was the only item you claimed tonight. And it's in good shape, no cracks to the plastic. There is a little bit of wear right here, but nonetheless, a very cool piece. If you would be interested in this, it's only $4, and it's number 17. If you're interested, $4, number 17 for the Rexall dental floss container. Again, fantastic colors. And I think I see Valerie creates vintage model for that. That is yours. Thank you. All right, so I'll know who that is. So it's perfect. Thank you so much. That is yours. And then, oh, this is really cool. I'm not sure of the age, but I thought this was really cool. This is a tonsilline bottle.
Oh yeah, super cool.
It wants to focus, it just won't. There we go. So there's the tonsilline. It is ripped right there. And what's cool is it's got a giraffe on the back. So I don't know what that's all about, but I loved that.
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to see a giraffe on a glass jar probably very often.
And even on the lid, if you guys are going to be able to see that, it says tonsilline.
Hey, Nate.
What's up, Nader Tater? Forgive me that I'm not used to doing this. There it goes, says tonsilline.
I wonder if that was for kids because of the giraffe.
Possibly.
But it's so cute.
So this is just about 4.5 inches tall. I like that this says the numbers on here.
Yeah, I love that.
Because I'm terrible with reading a ruler. Anywho, if you're interested in the tonsilline bottle with the giraffe, it is $8. Wow, it's really not focusing. There we go. $8, number 12 for that, if anyone is interested. $8, number 12 for the tonsilline bottle with the giraffe on the back.
And the lid's got great graphics.
The lid is fantastic.
Yeah, it is.
I wonder if maybe the background is too distracting. Meaning, like, it won't focus because of that. There.
See that coffee.
Because it's not. There we go.
Rachel.
All right. Well, thank you so much. That is coming to you. All right. So, Rachel, if you could send me your information, please, I would greatly appreciate that. So, if you buy from me in the future, I have everything that I need. And those were my two. So, Katie, you were up.
Okay. I thought this was the neatest thing. I love old hardware advertising and things that have been in stores. And this is a store display for gay sportsman keychains. And the graphics are fabulous. Now, I do want to point out, due to this age here, there's a little bit of wear, as you can see on the back, and a little bit of creasing. And a small tear there, but overall it's in fabulous condition for its age. This is cardboard. I would assume that this is probably from the 1950s, straight out of some sort of hardware store or fishing store. It measures about 12 inches by 9, and the graphics are so colorful. So if you're doing, oh no. If you are doing a 4th of July display, the colors would be perfect for this. But also just in any type of fun display. Look at that lady there. Isn't she great? Oh my gosh. And if you know anyone that loves sports memorabilia and they've got a whole collection, this would be actually really fun sort of displayed with all those pieces. So I think it fits into multiple collections. Oh yes, we are quite blurry.
We could see on Katie's phone that we're a bit disheveled.
I'm going to just hold this here for a second and see if it focuses just a little bit. But you could also use this too, very practically, I think, if you've got earrings or jewelry, because this would be great. It's got 2 perfect little holes to hang some of your loop earrings as well.
Hey, Ginger.
Hey, Ginger. So if you are interested in this fabulous keychain display, it can be yours for $12 by giving me number 104. $12, number 104 for the great sportsman keychain display.
I wonder if I turn on Wi-Fi, it would fix it.
Yeah, it might help if you want to get on the Wi-Fi.
Right, I'm going to see if I can click onto the Wi-Fi real quick. Yeah. Okay. Maybe this will fix it. I'm crossing my fingers that it does.
Hopefully that fixes it.
Hopefully it won't ask me to sign it, and it's going to. So forgive us, guys.
Pretty blurry. Oh yeah, I can see you guys just can barely see. I put 3 plants at the curb last night. Okay. Are we at all better? Sharon Sue says we're frozen.
Yeah, it should be fixed by now. It looks better now.
Yeah.
On our end, it does. We'll give it a minute, though.
Yep. And I'm going to hold this up just again in case it was blurry and you didn't see it. This is going to be $12, number 104. If anyone is interested in the fabulous sportsman keychain display.
That's
Okay,
good.
that's good.
Yeah, Denise, we've been getting the rain here too. It's been hitting us, and thankfully it didn't rain on the days that we were
Yeah.
doing
that
anything
was good.
outside.
Nothing for the flea market. which
Yeah,
is
look
great.
how much better it is
So
now.
much better. Okay. My next item is for this fabulous little Puro piece. And if you like Art Deco as much as I do, you'll absolutely love this. I have a whole Art Deco display in my bathroom, and I think that this is fabulous. This is from the Puro company, probably 1930s, and it's an ironizer or ironizer, perfumed. It's the new way to iron, makes ironing amazingly easy and quick, and it adds a dainty perfume. I love that to clothes, leaves you refreshed after ironing. So of course it's got roses all over the front with their different packaging and products, the amazing little Art Deco design on the bottom. And the cool thing is it still has the product inside. So I'm guessing that you would put this sheet like over it, and then this block is in here, and you would probably just iron the sheet, and then it would smell, and then you put on your clothes. So there's the image of the iron. That's just such an awesome graphic. And then on the back, you've got even more fabulous Art Deco graphics as well, which I just adore. So this does have a little bit of wear. You can see up top here, there's a little bit of creasing. Where am I going? Creasing in the corner. But overall, this is a fantastic little Art Deco piece to add to the collection. And if you're interested in this, it can be yours for just $12 by giving me number 105. $12, number 105 for the awesome Art Deco graphics. This thing's really cool.
So we'll wait a few seconds just to make sure we don't miss anything.
That's right. Okay. And I see Poodle for that. Thank you,
Go
Poodle.
Poodle.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite ones.
I was gonna say something, but what was I gonna say? I already figured what I was gonna say.
I don't know what you're gonna say.
I don't either.
Okay, that's my two.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. So if anything doesn't sell the first round, we are gonna go ahead and show stuff again real quick at the end. That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
CRS. All right. So my next item is a fun little lot. You're gonna get 4 items for one price. The first one is gonna be this tube of pipe cleaners.
I love those.
Doesn't want to focus for some reason. Please forgive us if we're.
You wanna hold this up behind it?
Oh, that might work. Yeah,
Which way?
it should be good. All right. You're on. Oh, you're at 59%. Why did I think you were at 9%? Maybe you were at 30%.
That was like a 35.
Okay. So anyway, yes, you're gonna get this pipe cleaners set. It's from the United States Tobacco Company in New York. No zip code, so it's before 1963. Also with that, you're gonna get this one. I think there was supposed to be a graphic on top, but I thought that was really cool nonetheless. And then I think this is what held the, I don't know if that was for the cigarettes or something, like a little cigarette case. And it is a little damaged on the back. It does say made in USA, patent pending. And then also to go with it, you're going to get these little filters, throwaway nicotine filters, genuine Medico filters. For best results, change filter when discolored. So you're going to get all 4 of those pieces for a steal of a deal at just 8, or it could be for a card deck too, Poodle, you're right. for $8, number 15. So $2 a piece on that. You really can't beat that.
Well, that's a deal. So
$8, number 15 for all of that. And I believe I see Ginger for that. So thank you so much, Ginger. That is coming to you. Right. So that is, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the stuff that is sold over in my box. So that way I don't show it again.
yes,
Because knowing me, I'm notorious for that. All right.
I've done that a few times too, Vinny.
And then people claim it. It's like, no, I won that. I'm like, ugh, my brain.
Hi, Tracy.
Hey, Tracy. Good to see you. Where are the, you know what? We don't have our Burger King
We don't
crowns.
have
They're
our
in the
Burger
car.
King
Ah, we should have worn those.
Yeah, we should have.
That's okay. So next item is a little worn for words, but it's a really cool tin. It's called Bonbonnettes. Like I said, as you can see, there's lots of scratches and such all over it. But I thought the graphics were fantastic on it and that somebody could use this to store some ephemera or maybe even throw some chocolates in it because I think it's just phenomenal.
It's got that good deco charm.
No, sellers have crowns in the chat. Oh, do you mean like if you're on somebody's stream and instead of it highlighting your name yellow, it's a crown? I've never seen that. That must be a new feature.
Because I was wondering, I was like, we didn't talk about the Burger King crowns, but we legit did wear the Burger King crowns in the several antique malls.
And nobody said anything. I talked to Tick.
Well, one lady did. She asked me if they still had real chicken, and I wasn't sure at all what she meant by that.
Right. So this is about 6 inches wide, 5.25 inches. So this is width, that's length, right?
Yeah.
Width, length, and then it is about 2.25 inches tall. And I know the condition is rough. There's lots of scratches and such on it, but I still think it's a really cool piece. And I'm asking a very fair price for this, or at least I think it's fair, of only $10.
That's a bargain.
And it is number 4 if you're interested. $10, number 4 for the Bonbonnette box. I probably should have opened it for you guys to see. Look, think of what you could store in there.
Oh yeah, and imagine getting whatever you're storing out of there. Like how happy that would make you every time. Like that's fabulous.
So again, $10, number 4 for anyone who is interested in that.
And that's Hotel New York.
Yeah, it is Hotel New York.
That's awesome.
Right. All right, so those were my 2.
All right. Now my next item is awesome. I actually was so thrilled to get this. When I was growing up, my grandfather read comic strips to me when I was really little, and we'd get excited because the Sunday comics, of course, were in color. And then when I got off to college, Grandpa would write me notes, and he would cut out the comic strips and put them into cards and mail them to me, what he thought was very funny. So comic strips has always been a big part of my life, and Blondie was one of the comics that we read all the time.
I got you, Deborah. Thank you.
So when I saw this from the 40s, of course, I had to get it for the sale. And it is a Blondie watercolor paint tin. And look, y'all, at the happy graphics on this thing. It's amazing. And this is very clean for its age. I mean, it does have a little bit of wear, you know, here and there, but the graphics, I mean, there is no scratches. It just displays absolutely beautiful. And the inside is fun because it still has, its paint. It's a little worse for wear inside. Some kid has had a great time painting their heart out, but I think this tells a cool story. And if you love comics as much as I do and great graphics, man, this tin is for you. So the Blondie tin can be yours for $25, which is really a great price for this tin. By giving me number 106. 106 for the awesome Blondie paints tin. Yeah, I love that. It says Dagwood World's Champ Snacker Artist. Very cool. All right. See, and I see KP for that. Thank you, KP. Oh, that's your pin.
Wouldn't have mattered.
No, it doesn't, but KP. Awesome. Blondie paint tin's awesome. Okay. And I have another fabulous tin because, I just love tins and I love tobacco tins. And this one is awesome. It's for Cinco cigars. And the front is a little simple, but then when you turn it to the side, all the magic happens. Yep, all those deco graphics just come right out at you, and they are awesome. You've got your blues, your reds, your golds. I think for 4th of July or as a riser and a display, because this is awesome. I mean, the graphics are cool on Cinco, but when you stack something else on top of it, make yourself a little vignette like this and then other little things with it. I mean, just look at how that pops. It really does add a little something extra. And this is the perfect postcard size as well. So if you want to put some postcards in here, store some other ephemera, you can. These are also great. I use little mini magnets. You can get them on Amazon. They're teeny tiny, and you can magnetize different ephemera and things to the inside of these tobacco tins. So I like to utilize them in my displays as well, because you could set it this way, prop it up, and then magnetize things inside, and you still get, hi Pam, you still get the graphics in the front, but you can display things inside. So I think this is a wonderful deco tin. And with this tin, I'm doing something special. So if you get this tin tonight, you will get a free mystery postcard from me to you, just a little extra bonus with this fabulous little guy. And if you would like this tin, he can be yours for $20 by giving me number 106. $20, 106 for the fabulous little deco tin.
That is, the graphics on the side are awesome.
They're everything, y'all. Just so good.
Fantastic. Right, so we'll wait on that and make sure there wasn't a delay there.
Yep. Sometimes there is a delay with the lag. Good to see Pam in the chat. Glad you're here. And Amy. Oh, that will be easy. I deliver that straight to you tomorrow. Congratulations, Amy. That's headed your way.
Well, that's easy. We don't even have to worry about packing that.
I know, that will just go hand delivery.
Right there.
That's a cool one, Amy.
Fantastic. What was that 2?
That was my 2.
Okay. So I'm only doing one round this go around because I have a choice lot of different advertising ashtrays for y'all tonight. So the first one is for Gables. It was for their 70th anniversary, running from 1884 to 1954. So I'm not exactly sure what Gables was. I don't know if that was like a department store or what it was, but it's in really good condition. And I don't think there are any cracks or chips or anything. I probably could have cleaned this a little better, cleaned it before I showed it, but it's been sitting for a while, so I'm glad to be able to bring it. So that's really cool. Now, some people have really liked the Howard Johnson stuff, so I was able to get my hands on one of the Howard Johnson's Motor Lodge ashtrays. Thick glass. I love that look of a Howard Johnson's hotel. In fact, when we were at Shire's Market on Wednesday, the guy said that in the 70s, he remembers the whole strip where the shop is just being full of Howard Johnson motels. So that is just absolutely awesome. Again, very thick glass, so you can't really beat that, because a lot of ashtrays today are very thin. And here's another one that I have had for quite a while that I thought I'd go ahead and bring to you all. This is for S&H Green Stamps.
Oh, that's cool.
Now this one is rectangular, and I just thought it was super, super cool. So there's no cracks or chips to any of these, and thicker glass, of course, minus this one. So I don't see there being any issues with that. These are going to be $8 each. So let me just put my stickers back on them because I marked them with what number I gave them. So those are $8 each. If you would like the Gables ashtray, that is number 19. If you would like the S&H green stamps ashtray, put in the number 16. And if you would like the Howard Johnson's ashtray, you put number 13. So maybe I should show, maybe if you want to hold one of them up so we can show all three at the same time. So number 13, number 19, and number 16.
All right, I see. You have a 21?
No, unless Ginger was talking about one of your items.
I don't think so.
Okay, so we'll go ahead. Let's refresh it.
Carol?
Let's refresh it just to be sure. And then I knock it over.
Yeah, you're just.
All right, y'all. So we're just going to refresh the page just to make sure we give everybody their fair claim. That's right, to all messages. Okay. So I see Carol for number 16, and that was for number 16 was for which one?
For this one here, the S&H.
All right, so Carol Verbeer's for that one. Thank you so much, Carol. We're going to get to the other ones. So Carol Verbeer's got that one.
I see Joan Clavier for 13.
Joan Plavier got the one for Howard Johnson's. Fantastic. Thank you so much, Joan.
And then what's this one here?
Number 19, I don't see a claim
I
for.
don't
So
see
that means number 19 is still available for anybody who's interested in the Gables one.
This one's very cool.
So both Howard Johnson's and S&H green stamps have been sold. So thank you so much for that. And the Gables one is still available. And again, for anybody who is interested in that, that is number 19. So that'll come back for anybody who is interested in that. So that was, since those were a choice of 3, it's back to Katie.
Okay, so I've got this fabulous Art Nouveau 10, and it's for Puridol vaporizing crystals, a modern scientific discovery from the Jet Pharmaceutical Company. Cool thing is, it's in Allentown, Pennsylvania, which I love because I all love that Billy Joel song, Allentown. But anyway, I just think the yellow on this is spectacular. It's yellow and blue. It does have a little bit of wear, but the graphics all the way around display super nicely. And this is the kind of thing that I love to have in my bathroom. I'm a big believer in surrounding yourself with things that bring you joy and having happy graphics to wake up and go to bed to just make my whole life wonderful. Let me measure this tin for you in case you're thinking of putting it. No, that's okay. Into a display. It is 6 1/4 inches tall. I love the little, I guess these are gardenias. I'm not sure. Little gardenias, if it will focus. And then you've got all of that Art Nouveau design on the bottom. A modern scientific discovery. Fabulous. It says, has been found satisfactory in controlling moths if sprinkled freely into a tight container. And then it's got graphics on the back. So this tin's fabulous. And it can be yours for a great deal tonight. So if you are interested in this tin, it is just, where did it go? I had it here just a second ago. 1 second. There we go. It can be yours for $15 by giving me number 109. $15, number 109 for the Puridol Crystals tin. A modern scientific discovery by the Jet Company. Oh, sorry. I must have done 106 twice, but it's different items, so that's all good. Okay.
Hi, Angela.
Hi, Angela. Welcome in. Yeah, I love the yellow and blue too, Amy. Okay, so as promised this evening, I do have it does not have a street address. It just says MFG Chemists out of Allentown, Pennsylvania, and I don't see any address on the bottom. So it's definitely an older piece for sure. Okay. All right. So as requested tonight, I showed this in one of the live hauls that we did this week. I do have a partial set of Art Deco dishware for children, and I think that this is fabulous. And I know someone was looking to complete their set because they were missing a pitcher, and I do have the green slag glass pitcher, but you're going to get all the set here that I'm showing tonight for one money. And this is a fabulous little Art Deco slag glass pitcher. This would have come in a children's dish set. This is 3 inches tall, but what I like about this is it's about the right size for filling your coffee machine or putting a little bit of creamer when you have friends over, even just in the morning, you know, when you have your own cream. So this is really quite useful. And the deco lines are awesome. But then you're also going to get these fabulous other little pieces. I've got 2 of the pink little teacups with the beehive kind of deco design here. And then you're also going to get the green, which is slightly different pattern. And I'll hold it up next to this one so you can see that it's different, although it's, I don't know if it's focusing or not. And you'll get, so 3 teacups in total, 2 green, 1 pink. And then you get a whole set of adorable little saucers, 3 of each in the pink. And the pink ones are just slightly smaller than the green ones. But you've got that, and they've got the wonderful blush deco pink slag glass. And these are 2 3/4 inches, the pink guys. And then you're also going to get the green ones, which are just, I mean, fabulously deco. Look at that color. Oh my gosh, I love this. So you can set these up in your little China hutch. If you've got grandchildren, this would be a great little fun set for them. And of course, the picture is super practical and fantastic. The green set is 3 inches in size. So you're getting all of this for one money. And I don't want to break anything. So I'm just kind of going to hold that up again so you can see, and then I'll show you the picture. But you're going to get all of this for a steal of a deal. It's like $1 something each. It's going to be $15, number 111. $15, number 111 for the whole set, including the pitcher, which is just, I think, a killer deal.
I think it's amazing they let kids play with glass
Yeah.
stuff.
Oh, I know. Can you imagine? Like, I probably would have wrecked that as, as a kid, honestly. And how in good condition it is. Like, there's no chips or cracks on any of it. Amazing. Okay, I'm seeing Betty Gillimore.
I see Betty Gallimore too.
Betty, that is coming to you. Awesome sauce.
Fantastic. Way to go,
Thank you
Betty.
so much as well. Okay. All right. Wonderful. Fabulous. All right, Betty, back to you.
All right. All right, so my next item, or I should say items, because you're going to get an instant collection here. Crossing my fingers that somebody gets themselves an instant collection. So I have 3 tins for different food products. First one is for Bauer's Coconut Nut Crisps. Old-fashioned coconut crisps. The colors on, whoa, I almost dropped that. The colors on this are just fantastic. The red and the yellow, the yellow, and the white just pop on here. Now, this was made by the Earl S. Bowers Company, which was the division of Chas J. Webb, Sons & Co. Inc., and that was in Philadelphia. Now, there are a couple of, little dings and such, but it's still just such a cool tin. Along with that, you're also going to get this old-fashioned peanut crunch tin as well. And it's made by the same company, or was made by the same company. It's not focusing, guys. I think it's because we have a, there we go. That's a little bit better. You get the idea. Very cool. And then this one is very fun. This one doesn't have like a label or anything on it, but the checkered or the diamond pattern, the stretched out diamond pattern is really, really cool on that. And that one is for Cherrydale Farms Peanut Crunch, which was by the Cherry Sons & Co. Inc. in Philly. So maybe that's, I don't know. But that's where it says right there, Peanut Crunch. So you're literally going to get all 3 tins for one price.
I love that one with the Harlequin.
Me too. So I'm going to hold all three of these up here just so y'all can see them. All three of them are going to be, with the scratches and the dings and everything, $15 for all three. So that's only $5 each.
That's a deal and a half.
$15, number 10 for the 3 tins. So you cannot beat $5 a piece for these.
No. They're so cool and practical, you know. I think like put dog treats in that, put snacks, little candies, anything that you want. Great little set there.
All three of those are $15.
And I see Rachel for that.
Well, thank you so much, Rachel. Those are coming to you. Let me get you written down here. All right, thank you so much. All right, my next item is something that's really cool. Let's hope it works plugging into this lamp over here.
Oh, this is awesome.
Now, why they don't make quality furniture like the hotels get, or where they get it from, I don't know, because it is some solid, sturdy stuff, and yet the stuff we buy in retail stores is crap.
Yeah, all the hotel furniture over here is like built for glass.
It's like old school. So before I show that it lights up, this is for Schmidt's quality beer since 1860. Let me take my tag off of here. It's got a little hook for you to hang it on the wall if you want to. Do note that this is definitely used. This is more of like a plastic, not cellophane, but how would you describe that?
Yeah, it's sort of a thinner, like plastic, like you'd see on those, you know, the big old fashioned cookie jars that are like store displays, and they've got that thin plastic. That's how I would describe it.
It's not plexiglass. It's thinner than
No.
plexiglass.
I don't know what word for that. My brain's not coming up with the word.
Me either.
Yeah.
Oh, what was number 30?
I don't know. Poodle's like saying. I don't know what was 30.
I wonder. I'm not sure. Anyway, so I do want to let y'all know that it does work. So the light that's in there does work. Oh, that's okay, Poodle. No worries. But it does work, like I said. I did look this up online, and one did sell for $35, but it was in a little bit better shape. So I'm giving you all a deal tonight, and you're going to get this signed for $25, and it's number 14. So $25, number 14 for the Schmid beer sign, and as you all did see, it does work.
Oh, that's cool, Catherine. It's right down the street from where she works.
Oh, that's cool. All right, and I think that's going to Poodle. So Poodle, thank you so
Awesome,
much.
Poodle. That's
Way-
gonna look
way to
excellent
go,
in your
Poodle.
collection.
All right, so Poodle gets herself a killer sign. All right, so I think those were my two, so it is back to you.
Okay. Now, what I'm about to show next, I was just so thrilled to get, and he can tell you because he was there when I found this. And I did do a bit of research on this, and this could be a real sleeper, this 10, you know. The graphics are great. It's Art Nouveau, Art Deco period. It's more than a face powder, and it's just fabulous. That's all I can say about it is it's wonderful. And I was just tickled to get this because when you see the graphics, and I'm just going to tap any screen there, they just transport you into a whole nother era. The colors, that light blue with the darker navies and the yellows and the creams are just so wonderful. And you've got that almost kind of cloud-like effect with the swirls of the Art Nouveau sort of organic design. Just absolutely gorgeous. And this is a face powder tin, if I didn't mention that. It's, you know, got a little bit of wear. This guy's been around the block a minute. But the inside is just wonderful because it's relatively clean for its age. There's no powder left inside. So you could totally clean this out and fill this with your own powder. I see a lot of people that collect makeup, vintage makeup, do that as well. But it's also just a beautiful piece to display out in your counter, on your dresser. I kind of imagine this on a dresser with a beautiful lace dresser scarf and a vintage purse with a brooch and maybe some white gloves and this little tin sitting next to it. It's the kind of thing that just makes you happy. So this wonderful tin, which is a little on the harder side to find, can be yours for just $25. $25 by giving me number 120. $25 by giving me number 120. And y'all, it is just gorgeous. It displays beautifully, sitting upright or just on its side. It's got great graphics on the back, all the way around. I love this tin so much. And it is made by the can made in USA. It's by the California Perfume Company for the good of your skin. I didn't mention that. Okay. Hi Dee, welcome in.
Oh, this sold too, so it's gonna go.
Okay. All right. The next item I have is a little lot for one money. Oh, Rachel, awesome. I'm glad you're getting that 10 because it is just one of my favorites. So good grab. Okay. The next little lot I have is a lot of bottles for one money. And this I just think is so cool. It's for Humphrey's Homeopathic Veterinarian Medicine. And it has this fantastic image of a horse on it. I'm going to try to get this to focus here so you guys can see him. He's just a great, great image on this. And this is made by the Owens, Illinois company. There's the little logo on the bottom, the triangle with the circle and the eye. And this bottle is just so cool. And I collect bottles myself. I think they look great in vintage displays, but this one with the horse is wonderful. My brother's girlfriend rides. So actually, if you know someone that rides horses, this would make a really cool gift for them. This is 3.5 inches in size. And then the next one you're going to get in this slot is a vintage perfume bottle made by Hazel Atlas. They made these in a couple of sizes, and this is the smaller size. The lid is that kind of rusty, crusty, fabulous, chippy that we all kind of love in our vintage displays. And then the deco design of this, I think, is what really sold me on this. Now, Vinny likes to fill the bottles with using water and food coloring and makes kind of a fun little thing, and you could do that as well. This is 4.5 inches in size, and I just thought these made kind of a fun pair for your bottle collection. So the homeopathic medicine with the cool horse on it, and then the beautiful Art Deco perfume bottle. They are one little fun lot, and you're just one away from an instant collection. Although I do consider this sort of an instant collection. So this can all be yours for just $12 for the pair. $12 by giving me number 112. $12, number 112. Will you please let everyone know that I'm going live right at 7 p.m. tonight after my internet trouble? Yes, I sure can, Pam. Thank you so much. I love you too. I see Betty, I think, for that, but should I refresh?
Yeah, refresh it just to make sure.
Let me refresh. Hi, Lori. Good to see you.
Yes, so as you all heard from us, Pam is going live right at 8 p.m. tonight. So we are, so she'll be on hopefully by the time we're finishing up. I mean, we're moving pretty quick. We've already showed.
Okay, Betty, that is coming to you. Congratulations on getting that lot. That is wonderful. And Lori, thank you as well.
Very cool. Thank you both very much. So is that 2?
That's my 2.
Okay. So these are really, really cool. And I've had these sitting down in my inventory room for a while. I just thought they were really fun. These are flan advertisements. I guess they were just like a little adhesive to put on your furniture, or not adhesive, but like to stick it under like a lamp or something to protect it from getting ruined. I think the graphics on this is so cool. You got this lady who's like really excited to be able to put something on top of her TV for decoration. You know what? Let me take it out of here. They're already in a protective sleeve. thankfully. So
Oh, the graphics on that are fabulous.
see, it's like well, it's felt now that you touched it. You and I
Yeah.
touched it, but
It's
get-
soft.
yeah, it's a very soft. Even still, it glares, but you get the idea. Very, very cool. New old stock, never been used. I just thought that that was super fun. And 2 people. Oh, if I don't ruin the packaging.
She's like, wow, this really works. Her face. I love it.
I gotta be really, really careful here because the tape just decided it wanted to attach to the item.
Oh no.
I think we're okay though.
Slow and steady. Benny's got it. He's like a surgeon over here.
All right, so that's not going to happen again until somebody removes it from the plastic sleeve. But anywho, so I've got 2 of those available, and they're both in pretty much the same kind of condition. And these are going to be $8 each, and it's number 15. So first 2 people who put the number 15 in the chat will get one of these unless the first person wants both of them. So $8 each on these, number 15. All right, so let's go ahead and refresh because I do see 2 people. Hi, Frida. Good to see you.
Hi, Frida. Welcome in. I see Lori Perry for those.
Lori Perry, it looks like you were the first one. Thank you so much. Would you like one or would you like both of these? It is totally up to you. All right, so Lori gets one of them. Thank you. And that means Poodle gets one as well. Thank you both so much. Just write y'all down. Lori and Poodle. All right, and then so those have been sold. Thank goodness. All right, so my next item, while it's a little rough, I still think it's really cool. This is one of those little desktop perpetual calendars. It almost looks like an old school gas pump. That's what it originally made me think. And it does work, you just have to turn it really slowly. Oh, I must have done it backwards.
I've done that too.
So there we go. We got number 2.
I love the shape of that because you don't see those like slender ones as often as around.
Right. So as you can see, there is some rusting and such to it, but it doesn't take away from the really like neat, cool factor of it. I think the lights are causing a glare, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, there we go. So that's really cool. It's small. It would fit in a small box very easily, no problem whatsoever. And if you happen to be interested in this perpetual calendar, it can be yours for only $12, and it is number 9. $12, number 9 for the perpetual calendar. And by the way, these do work. These can move the dates and things. There we go. So again, $12, number 9 for the perpetual calendar. These are fun to collect because there's so many of them out there. Or so many different ones, I should say.
Yeah, tons of different designs.
Hi, Ruth Ann.
Hi, Roseanne.
Right. And I believe those were my 2. Yep. So this is still available for grabs.
This next item is just fabulous because the minute I saw it, I said, "Oh, 4th of July display. This is exactly what came to mind." But it's also just a super neat piece of packaging you keep out year round. This is for United States soapstone, and it's a cylindrical cardboard tin with a metal lid that's been around a little bit. I assume that this is fairly early, to be honest, just based on the graphics. And what I love is the shield image down here that says United States tires are good tires. Now, I don't know what this was for. There's a powder inside of it that you can see from the top, which makes me kind of feel like this is like a talcum powder type thing, but I don't know how that relates to tires. So it's not a tire patch repair kit, but it's something. It's got a little bit of wear to it, but it displays really well. And I mean, just that red, sorry, there's no red, blue and white ribbon around the outside with the US circle graphic is fabulous. And then the tire advertisement on the bottom is just, to me, this is everything. And the United States is nice and big. That displays really well. So for 4th of July, man, this thing's just everything. It is 7 inches in size, and it is a cardboard with the metal top and bottom. Great little graphics on this. So this piece can be yours for $15. This is a little harder to find. $15 by giving me number 120. $15, number 120 for the United States. Soapstone, awesome cardboard packaging. Okay, and I see Lori Perry for that. Thank you, Lori. You're gonna
Way to go, Lori. That's a cool piece. And Dee asked if I'm in Florida. No, Dee, actually, Katie's here in Maryland with me.
I know, so amazing. Okay, my next item is truly inspired by Vinny. Now, Vinny mentioned at the beginning of the sale that he was finally going to bring his junk jars and sell them. Not sell them. Oh my gosh, I would never say you're selling your junk jars.
Heck no.
No, Vinny's going to go through his junk jars. We're finally going to get to see what's in them. But it got me thinking, wouldn't it be cool while I'm here visiting Vinny if I found a jar that you guys could have to start your very own junk jars? So with this, you are going to get a mystery item that will start your very first collection of your own junk jar. And this is a fabulous little jumbo peanuts jar with the elephant. He is just so fabulous. He's like a little bonus elephant on there. And this is for peanut butter. I love the ribbed texture on this jar with the elephant all embossed. And then on the bottom, it says, try jumbo peanut butter sandwiches. And the cool thing too about this junk jar is it's got a really neat lid. So it features a 1931 Chevrolet. I'm sure they just put these kind of old-fashioned looking cars on top of their jars because I've seen these lids before. But I think they make for a really cool lid along with the elephant. And let me see if I've got a piece of paper so that I can put down inside, because this just is not showing up on camera. So I am going to shove something inside it here. Yep, see that you guys, well, I don't know if that's going to show up, but hopefully you can see the elephant a little better. He's a jolly fella. He is living his best life. Okay, so for your very own junk jar with a fabulous mystery item to get you started on your collection, this can be yours for just $12 by giving me number 125. $12, number 125 for the jumbo peanut butter jar with the cool lid. Hi, Mom. Oh, yeah, could totally be Edgar the elephant. I like that. All right, that's going to Carol Verbiers. Thank you so much, Carol.
Right, good pick, Carol. That's awesome.
And those are my two.
Right. Let me take my tag off of here real quick. So this is really, really cool. This is called a Shannon arch, and these were hooked onto clipboards, almost like a binder. Hi, Elaine. Good to see you. Hi, Neil.
Hi, Neil and Elaine.
So it opens and closes like that, and I don't want to hurt myself. So it's almost like a binder that you can hang up. And it's very cool. I want to say that this was probably taken off of an old, probably disintegrated cardboard. And it's just really cool. And if you would be interested in it, I should probably show the back because there is a little bit of wear. Oh, you just came back from Antiques Marketplace of Lemoyne. I haven't been there in forever. I need to make another trip up there. If we had the time, we'd go there.
I know.
It's huge.
Just so many places.
It's huge. So if anyone is interested in the Shannon arch, it is $8 and it's number 12. $8, number 12. And what's nice is you could just hang this up on the wall and use it to hold things. Or if you have some old ephemera, that would make a good piece too. And I think I see Lori Perry for that. I wonder if the chat jumped because I didn't see anything. So you want to
See,
refresh it?
Yeah, I can. We'll just double check.
Just want to make sure everything is fair, y'all.
Yep, Lori done it.
All right, Lori, thank you so much. Yep, got that written down correctly. Okay, put that right there. Next item up, and I think this is really, really cool. So this is a Sanic piece.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I think you were to put tissues in here or napkins or something along those lines. And it's white, definitely got the age to it with the bit of rust and such on it. It's got a spring so you could just pull the tissues right out of there. Love, love, love that. And just has instructions on how to refill, and it was made by the Kimberly Clan Corp, which was in Wisconsin, I think is what it says. So that's really, really cool. So if you would like the Sanic napkin dispenser or tissue dispenser, this is going to be $12, and it is number 1. $12, number 1. Oh, that's not blurry or clear at all, is it? $12, number 1 for the Sanic tissue dispenser.
Yeah, that could be early Kimberly Clark.
Very possibly could.
Yeah, I think that right up in my bathroom. That's a cool thing.
Absolutely. All right, so I don't see any claims for that. That's perfectly all right. We will bring it back. And those were my 2 this round.
All right. My next item is just really cool. And, you know, I wouldn't be vintage vinyl if I weren't bringing a tape. Man alive, my brain today is glitching parts. I would not be vintage vinyl if I weren't bringing a typewriter ribbon tin. And this one's cool. When I first started collecting, these were harder to find. Now you see them a little bit more, but you still don't see them super often. And I think this is fantastic. It's McGregor ribbons, and it's got the coolest Scottish imagery with this man in his kilt. And this does have a 1-digit zip code. So this is pre-1963. It was made in Washington, D.C. The black and the orange is fabulous for Halloween. But also, if you have a Scottish background or a Scottish family, this is great for you. Let me unscrew this and just see. Oh, yes, this is a fun one. I thought so. So this is made by Anchor Hawking. Did you guys know that Anchor Hawking actually did make a lot of these typewriter ribbon tins? They would use the leftover bits from the stamped cans that they would make, and they would form the little circles into typewriter ribbon tins. So for a while, yep, Anchor Hawking made typewriter ribbon tins. It does have the spool, but there's no ribbon inside. So you are getting the spool. And it does have its Anchor Hawking logo right here on the side. Sometimes when you unscrew these, you can see who made them. Decorated Metal also made quite a few of these. But this is just a fabulous tin. It's in immaculate condition for its age. And this one can be yours for just $18 by giving me number 130. $18 by giving me number 130 for the awesome McGregor Ribbons tin. Great graphics. Okay. Let's see. Maryland, Rutledge. I see you for that. Fantastic. Yes, you do learn something new every day. And that's always fun when you shop with different people. You get to learn things. Like Benny has taught me quite a lot this week, which is great. Okay. My next item is the only offer up that I have for this sale. And this is kind of a special piece. This is my Aqua rotary phone. If you saw the previews, you know this is coming. Let me go ahead and put that into the chat so that we can have that here. And this is starting off, guys, at $30. And this is really a steal of a deal for this. Now, I do want to point out before I'll show the phone. there is a little bit of wear to this. It's not, I don't know if it's working, if you guys are going to use it for that. And it also does have a little bit of cracking in the back to the housing. But overall, this is a fantastic piece. This one, it's really hard to show with the table the way this is made by the Automatic Electric Company. And I did clean this phone up. I have to tell you, it was really funny. We were in the hotel room. I brought this all the way from Florida specifically for this sale because I was so excited to finally find my first aqua phone. The color is everything. And I was sitting here cleaning this phone up, and we didn't have anything to really clean our items. But I looked in the bathroom, and there was these makeup wipes. And let me tell you, this makeup wipe cleaned this phone better than anything I have ever used. So makeup wipes are a great thing for your vintage things, and they do really well with the telephone. The rotary dial works beautifully. It's nice and smooth. The color is great. Everything about this phone is fantastic. And as Dee is saying in the chat, yes, these do sell for over $60 on eBay. They're a little bit more difficult to find in this color for a good deal. I see the black ones way more than I'll ever see the aqua ones. And man, the color is just great. I think this is everything. I would love to do, man, I'm just having a terrible time. Oh, I would love to do a whole wall display or have all of these and all the colors kind of lined up like a rainbow. I think that would be fantastic. Okay, I'm going to start the countdown on this. This is an excellent deal for this rotary phone, mid-century, aqua, just fabulous. Oh, look at that. Hear that sound. I've got to do that again. It's so good. Yeah, here we go. All right. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid in. And it does have a cord there. Okay. Let's see who's gonna grab that. That is such a killer deal.
Right. Brush it.
Okay.
I'm gonna do that. And then put it back.
On that.
And I think I know who got it. It looks like we got
Tamara
Tamara.
Tamara
Tamara Kilroy.
Kilroy. I'm sorry I mispronounced your name, but yes, congratulations, Tamara. That is headed your way. You got a great deal on that phone, and I can't wait for you to see it in person. It's such a happy color. All right, you're up next.
Great piece.
Yeah.
Love that color. I love mine. Mine has the black letter numbers and everything, not the
Does it?
white. So
Yeah.
that's really
The
cool.
white is cool.
All right, so I know that a lot of people like to collect these. They're very useful. I have a receipt spike for you all today. It's got a green base. I don't know if if the light whitewashes this out or something. But look at that. Isn't that amazing? Look at the colors and the designs on that. Now, I do want to note the pin is bent, but that doesn't take away from the functionality of this piece. Now, this measures from the base to the, let's see. So it's about 7 inches tall with the base on it. Now, if you would like the receipt spike, it is $12, number 20. $12, number 20 for the receipt spike. These are great to have. I know that people collect them because of the different bases and everything. All right, and I think I see Ruth Ann Willis. Thank you, Ruth Ann.
And also, if you have a magnet and a postcard, you can magnetize your postcards to these receipt spikes, and you've got an instant display. They're very fun to play around with. Excuse me.
All right, so if there's anybody who's new and hasn't claimed from us before, you could send your information to the pinned emails up at the top. We are going to be doing packing and possibly invoicing tonight after the show. Thank you, Ruth Ann. So make sure you send us your information so we can get you your invoice as soon as possible. All right, so the Ruth Ann, the receipt spike sold. So the next item I have up for grabs, I'm not sure if it is truly old, but it's still a functional piece nonetheless. I have this jar here, just your typical apothecary jar. It's got the frosted interior here, and the lid is also frosted, as you can see. There's no cracks or chips to it. Like I said, I have no idea if this is truly old, but it would still be nice if you could throw some sand in here, maybe some small seashells. Or heck, you could put anything in here you want. And this is approximately, let's see, it's about 6.5 inches tall. Very nice piece. And if you would like the apothecary jar, I think it's an apothecary jar, that is. It can be yours for $12, and it's number 6. Yeah, you could throw candy in here, Skittles, all kinds of things. $12, number 6 for the apothecary jar. And like I said, I don't know if it's old, but I think it still would look really nice with something in it. Beads. You could put sand in here. You could put your bath beads in here. There's so many things you can do with this. All right, and I think those were my 2 this round.
All right.
So I'm going to put a star next to my thingamajiggy so I know to re-show that, even though it's not going anywhere. Hi, Bonnie.
Hi, Bonnie. Welcome in. All right. I'll set that up for you.
Just make sure we didn't miss anything, and I don't think we did.
So, all right.
No poodle. That's going to be coming up at the very end.
Okay. My next item is really cool. I've got one of these in my collection, and I was so pleased to get another one because I just think the graphics are awesome. This is for the Star Hacksaw Company, and this is a tin for the hacksaw blades. They would have come in this back in the day. I mean, imagine getting something like that in a tin. Nowadays, you go to a hardware store, you need a blade for your saw. You just get something in a piece of flimsy cardboard. This is from 1937, and I think the green is fabulous. The graphics are awesome. You've got the stars all the way around on the back. There's different blade sizes there. I actually think I've got that upside down. You guys can see, but this is a really cool tin. And then the side has the teeth number. So you kind of get that old hardware store feel. And then around the front of it, you've got those really beautiful gold graphics. Now there is a little bit of tape on the front residue, as you can see, that I could not get off. I tried very hard, but these things do have some age to them. And it's got all kinds of different information on the inside about the blades, and it's very actually clean for its age. So it's made out of tungsten metal Star hacksaws from 1937. This was made, yes, by the Can Company, which is very cool. Copyright 1937 by the Clemson Brothers Incorporated. I don't know where they were based, it doesn't say. But anyway, this is a great tin. Awesome, awesome graphics. If you're just a graphic nerd like me, or you love the kind of Western theme, the green color is great. You can have this hacksaw tin for just $15. $15 by giving me number 138. 138, $15 for the awesome Star hacksaw tin. Yes, Middleton, New York. It does say that, but on the side, it's got another company listed that does not have where it's from.
I bet you pencils would fit in there for sure. It's long
Pencils
enough.
totally would. Do you have the tape measure, the ruler? Yeah, it's 10 1/4 inches. So yes, pencils would fit in there. Awesome. Let's refresh. Yep, totally great for a desk.
Oh, you're lucky. Yours refreshes all messages.
Okay, so
All right. I think I see Betty Gallimore for that.
Betty, this is a killer 10. I cannot wait for you to get that. That's going to be very cool for you. And thank you to everybody else that was interested in that item as well. Okay, my next item is just really cute. This is a candy container, and this does have a zip code, so I think it's, after 1963. But the graphics made me happy. It's for Douglas Candies. You got an adorable little Scotty dog there with the plaid, which I just think plaid goes all year round, but you could use this, of course, at Christmas. Put anything you want inside. You could actually put candies in this if you want, but it is a cardboard container with a little Scotty dog friend there to greet you. Of course, this reminds me of Fala, Eisenhower's dog. That's how Scotty dogs became so popular in the US. He had one. And so every time I see a Scotty dog, I instantly think of that little Fala there. And the inside of this box is nice and clean. So you can do lots of things with this. This company was from Wildwood, New Jersey, which I believe Wildwood, if I'm not mistaken, is where they had a ton of doo-wop artists that would perform in kind of these dance halls, and they would get onto record labels that way if they could pack a whole dance floor. So Wildwood is known for all the doo-wop stuff, I do believe. But this is fabulous, this little tin. Love the Scotty dog. And if you are interested in this, it can be yours for just $8 by giving me number 130. $8, number 130 for the fabulous little Scotty dog. Yep, FDR's dog. Okay. And I see several people, so we shall refresh. Let's see here. Okay, I see KP Gunther for that. Congratulations,
All right,
KP.
I had a feeling I knew you'd go for that because of the Scotty dog.
Yeah. KP, do you just collect Scotty dogs or do you have Scotty dogs yourself? All right. Those are my two.
Okay. So we actually are doing too shabby with the time, so I'm going to just do these real quick. So I have two different flower frogs here. We've got this one. I think all the paint is gone off of it, but it's still a really cool color with the copper and everything. So we got that one. This one's round. And this one is about, I'd say about 3 inches. And then we've got this green one here, which I remember I acquired off of a piece of pottery that was broken. And I was like, I'm going to rescue the flower frog off of it because I know that y'all love these. This one's ovular. Somebody had used it, I guess. Ew. I tried to get all of this. I think this is caulking on the back of it. And I tried to remove as much of it as I could, but I got all the big chunks of it off of there, but there's still lingering residue and stuff is sticking to it, which is kind of gross, but anyway, so I've got 2 of these available and they are $12 each. And I want to say that this one was in this one and that this one was in this one. So if you would like the round one, you put in the number 5. And if you would like the green ovular one, you put in the number 18. So number 5 for the round circular one, number 18 for the ovular one.
Those are awesome for your vintage postcards and ephemera. Poodle says she thinks it's just floral adhesive.
It could be floral adhesive too. So I did see some claims, so we'll have to refresh that. It's not working.
I know, you're not used to iPhone.
Well, it's no different. It just wasn't being a pain in the booty.
Yep.
Okay, so I see So who do you see? So it was
I see
Grace Vintage Model. Okay, so that was for number 18.
Yep. And then I
Grace
see
Vintage Model for number 18. Let me find my flower frogs. Okay, the M for that. And then number 5 was Frida. All right, Frida and Valerie, thank you both very much. So should we count that one as one, you think?
Yeah, that's one item.
Okay, Frida F. Thank you both so much. What did I know? Okay, what did Kiki say?
Just give me all the Scotty Dog items.
Oh, for all the Scotty dogs, yes. All right, so we got that. Okay. Also, oh, this is really cool. Anytime I see these shuttlecock cans, I really think that they're just very cool. This one's for Carlton. We got the diamonds, and then you've got Carlton up top. They're still in there. You shake the can, and it says Sportcraft. Now they don't have a year on it. It just says made in England for Carlton Shuttlecocks, General Sportscraft Co. in Bergenfield, New Jersey. I loved the colors. I just thought the diamonds.
Yeah, that's everything.
And you could put this at Christmas time if you have industrial type items out for that.
And I love the shuttlecocks on the guy's head.
Yeah, why would they want to put that on their head?
Because he kind of looks like a nutcracker with the shuttlecocks on his head.
He kind of does. Let's see if I can get this to focus.
He's just goofy, and I love him.
There we go.
I mean, if that doesn't make you happy or laugh, I don't know what does.
Me either. So this is paper, so I'm not going to put the tag on there for you all because I don't want to ruin the graphic. But if you would like the Carlton Shuttlecock can with the shuttlecock still in them, it is only $10. That's really whitewashed. Number 3. $10, number 3 for the Carlton Shuttlecock can. And like I said, the shuttlecocks are still in there. Looks like there's residue from the tag. Of course. That drives me nuts when my phone does that.
I know. Sometimes it's just having to think a little bit.
Yeah, sometimes I think it thinks too much. Oh, and these were, it says Liverpool on the bottom. PACA Liverpool.
Oh, wow. Liverpool, England.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So again, $10, number 3 for anyone who's interested. And that is my 2 for this
Where's
round.
the Beatles from Liverpool?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay. My next item is kind of a fun one. I got this because, I like to think in holidays and with decorating with tins. Of course, you can love the graphics all year round, but I think, for vintage holidays, it's nice to have those little things that you can squirrel away and put into your displays. And I know Valentine's Day has passed, but you can never enjoy a heart, I think, too much or any time of year. So this is a spot remover kit that has some really cool graphics on the front with a giant heart. Removes spots instantly, and it's a gold tin. And then to me, the outside's cool, but the inside with the gold and the black and the white, that kind of creamy white is just everything. And you've got lots of heart graphics all over this tin, so this would display really well for all of your vintage holidays because you've got hearts there, you've got hearts on the lid, so you can display this kind of upright and then do different vignettes inside. It's made by the Heart Laboratories Company out of Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, and I'm sure that at one point it would have had, all your little spot tins, but it does not have that anymore. Yeah, remove spots instantly. Ink, chewing gum, paint, perspiration, blood, and grease rings. Well, it's non-flammable. That's a good thing. But this is a fabulous tin. It does have a little bit of wear to the top, as all old tins do, but I think that adds a little bit of charm. And let me measure this one for you, just in case you're thinking of putting it in a display of some kind. This one is 7.5 by 4.5, and it is about 2 inches tall. So this is a fabulous little tin, great graphics, and if you would like the Heart Spot Kit tin, it can be yours for just $12. $12 by giving me number 150. $12, number 150 for the awesome Spot Kit tin in gold.
You display put all your Valentines in there.
Oh, yes. Wouldn't that be cool if you had a grandkid and this is what they took to school as their little Valentine's Day box? That'd be so fun. Yeah, I love that. Great. Um, okay, let's see. Keep losing my pen here. All right. My next lot is in honor of Vinny's dad because Vinny's dad made me the coolest razor blade display, and I tell Vinny about it like 5, 6 times a year. Vinny said, "Yes, I know it's cool. You like it." But I found these little things together when we were visiting his dad. And of course, I just thought this was the perfect little homage. So I'm bringing you a little razor lot. Yes, these are fabulous. You are going to get three little things in the lot, all for one money. The first thing is this Gillette razor blade cartridge container. It is plastic, but it's blue with the really cool gold lines. Then you'll be getting the Silver King blade cartridge, and I believe there are still blades in here. And then you've got that really awesome silver image outside. And then the best part to me, and I have several of these because I just love them. This is a Schick razor Ever Sharp, but it's got the best deco kind of bakelite handle you have ever seen. It is so cool. It's got that cream color, and I usually see these in black. So I thought that this was really neat, and the cream with a little bit of that kind of orange swirl happening. So the profile of this, to me, is just everything. This was made by the Schick company. You can see all the patents on the back. So this is just a fun little instant collection if you're getting into shaving memorabilia or you love setting up little vintage bathroom vignettes, which I do, and I have all kinds of bathroom tins and things. It's a really interesting conversation starter when people come over and visit. So this razor lot with all of these fun things and the Bakelite handled razor can be yours for $12 by giving me number 138. $12, number 138. Yes, it is, Frida. It totally is. It's fantastic. Okay, so there's that. The Silver King razor blades and the Gillette. We're getting all of them together. All right.
It's a good deal for an old piece of bakelite, right?
Yeah, that is a really good deal for that piece of Bakelite. So I don't remember the number I just gave, but $12. And you can put in razor if you are interested in that. But those are my two.
What am I up to? Okay. Oh, there it is. Oh, you know what? I said I was gonna look this up before we went live, and I didn't.
Yeah,
And I didn't do it.
That's okay. We were running around.
So-
Joan Anderson, that is coming to you. Thank
Oh,
you,
excellent
Joan.
piece, Joan. Or
Yeah.
excellent lots.
That's a great instant collection. Joan, since you are new to me, I believe, please go ahead and do send your information to the email that's tagged at the top of the chat. But I'm so glad you got that.
Oh, I'm gonna hold it like this. So my next item up is this. I think this is for snowbirds, S&S. And it's cast. That would that be cast iron or just like a heavy metal?
I don't think it's pot metal. I think it's definitely some sort of a cast.
So I think this might be a cast iron piece. I want to say it's like a boot jack maybe or something along those lines. I think somebody may have made the wooden base for this so it can sit upright on your display. I don't remember off the top of my head what this was for, but I want to say it's S&S, so it's like snowbirds and something. I cannot remember off the top of my head. But it's, of course, older, and it just would display nicely with a bunch of advertising. Or if you collect cast iron, if you would be interested in this piece, I'm asking $20 for it, and it's number 16. $20, number 16 for the Snowbird cast iron piece. I really wish I remembered what this was. And I think somebody made the base for this, if I'm not
They
mistaken.
make a really good bookend or a doorstop, to be honest.
It could be a doorstop too, but some people were selling That's probably what it was. A snow guard.
Yeah.
There we go. See, I couldn't remember. Snow guard for the roof. That's probably what it is. Thank you, Amy. Saved the day.
Yep. Go, Amy.
So again, the snow guard is $20, number 16 for anyone who's interested in that. That's probably exactly what it is.
And that's just a cool piece of industrial salvage, really.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, it worked great as a boot scraper, to be honest.
She
in the
said
winter.
the boot scraper would be flat on top. That makes sense.
Yeah.
For sure. Okay, so we showed that. So, okay. Oh, yes. I am bringing a Coke tray today. As you all saw
nice.
in the chat. Oh, you've sold a couple of them. Oh, that's awesome. So I am bringing the Coca-Cola Menu Girl serving tray. These range from the year 1953 to 1960. I believe they were a promotional giveaway for Coca-Cola because I've seen old pictures of grocery stores.
Yes.
And you would see them on display waiting to be given out. I guess if you bought a bottle of Coke, you got one of these for free back in the day.
Which, can you imagine that? Like actually getting a whole metal tray for free? Now you're lucky if you get a plastic pen.
Yeah, exactly. So as you can see, there is a little bit of, wear and tear to this from, being handled over the years. But you can see that it still displays really, really nicely. The girl's face is very clean. You can see the bottle of Coke. You can see the really cool border with the different holidays and activities done throughout the year. What's throughout the year? Throughout the year. Yeah. Off. So you've got spring here and it leads over to summer, and please don't do that to me, phone. And it goes all the way to fall and Halloween and Thanksgiving and some winter activities. Just a very cool piece you can display all year if you would like. Here's the back. And if you would be interested in the Menu Girl serving tray from Coca-Cola, it can be yours for $22, and it's number 11. $22, number 11 for the Menu Girl Coca-Cola tray.
Man, she is an awesome piece. She's from the 60s, isn't she?
50s.
50s.
1953 to 1960.
Oh, to 1960, yeah.
Yep. All right, so let's
Awesome.
go ahead and refresh. Let's do that. So I believe I see Lori Perry for that one. Thank you very much, Lori. That is coming to you.
That is a great deal. Lori, you're going to love that.
I've seen some people in antique stores try to ask $100 for this tray, and I'm like, they're not that uncommon, people.
But back in the 70s, so I talked to several dealers that collected Coke for a long time, and they said back in the 70s, before a lot of these kind of came out of people's homes, they were incredibly hard to find, and so they were selling for what some of these earlier trays were selling for back then, because they were just that hard to get. But now, of course, we found more of them.
Well, even in the 90s, even if I went reading through Portretti's Guide, I would say the same thing. I've seen this tray sell for $100 before, like eBay and everything, or even in the earlier days of eBay. But a lot of people have found them, and that doesn't take away from the coolness of it. It's just it's not an uncommon one like the early 1900s ones are.
Yeah.
All right, so this is really cool too. This is another piece of industrial.
I love this.
So this is an elevator plaque, like you push the buttons to go up and down. So it goes all the way up to level 21, and then it goes down to level 2 or 12. I do want to note that there is unfortunately a break in the middle here where the little slash for the 2, and it is scratched and beat up, but it's still a really cool piece. And you could hang this up on the wall and just enjoy it for what it is.
In a gallery wall, think about the interest this would add to a gallery wall. It'd be that one kind of cool, unexpected item, I think.
Absolutely. So I would say this is about 12 inches, wouldn't you? That literally is about the same length of the ruler. And then 12 inches long, and then it's about 4.5 inches wide. Like I mentioned, it does have scratches and everything, but this would be so awesome hung up on your wall or even on your fireplace. And if you would like the elevator plaque, it is also $22 and it's number 19. $22, number 19 for the elevator plaque, scratches and all.
I'm sorry, Marianne, about the lag. We wish we could fix that.
It's such a neat piece. I can only imagine where this was.
Yeah, where it was, what building it was in, how many people used it. Those are all the cool things.
So again, $22, number 19 for the elevator plaque. I don't think there were any claims for that one.
Don't see
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and stick this back in the bubble wrap so it doesn't damage anything. And those were my two this round.
My next item is a little instant collection of fun things. And I love little tins, little containers, packaging items of all kinds. And this is an interesting one. Vinny and I aren't 100% sure what this was for, but the first thing you're getting is genuine gold medal Harlem oil. And it says there's turpentine in this and linseed oil, but it's this old, I mean, this bottle, it's a glass bottle with a cork stopper, has got to be really old. I mean, it's just got age to it. And it's got this really cool sword graphic on the top. The paper label has a little bit of issues down towards the bottom, but the upper part of it is still very visible. And this is just fascinated me when I saw it. I had no idea what this actually was used for, but I just can imagine this being something that we wouldn't even think about using today. But I love the graphics. That's the first thing you're getting is this little glass jar. And then you're gonna get this, the antacid acid relief tablets for headache. Headache and acid, man, imagine that. Like you have one tablet that does two things. All the medicine back in the day. It was really wild. But you're gonna get that fabulous little pen. And then you're gonna get this guy here. This is, I don't know what this is actually. It's True Tone. Boucher, I'm probably not pronouncing it, but it's the most adorable little tin you ever did see. It's probably about the size of a dime. It is really little, and I don't think it's a watchmaker's tin, but it could be. And it's just tea tiny and fabulous. It's red. It's got a bell graphic that I don't know is focusing. Hopefully it will, but that is just so fabulous. It's got a little bit of wear to it, but it's just the perfect little instant collection, in my opinion. And you've got the neatest little oil bottle. And when people come over, they're going to ask you, like, what is that? And then you have a whole little fun story. So you're going to get all of these for $12. Bargain deal here. And you can have this by giving me number 150. 150 for the fabulous little lot of instant collection tins and bottles. Oh yeah, Excedrin too. All right. And I see Lori Perry for that. Thank you so much, Lori. That's a great
way to go, Lori.
great buy.
I don't know if Innocent is still around. If they are, it's
I don't think so, Anderson.
it could be. I don't know. Oh, I
I
can't.
haven't seen it in the store.
Oh, yeah, that's for that. I wasn't sure what that was too.
Okay. Excellent. All right. My next item is fun because this is just so mid-century to me. The graphics, very like 50s, 60s. And this is still full. This is for Parks Boiled Linseed Oil. And it's just the neatest little tin. I love this. Now, I would probably say this is 60s actually because it does have a zip code on the back. So probably 19, after 1963. But the graphics are so cool. I love the silver with the black. And it says Parks Boiled Linseed Oil. The font's just so much fun on this tin. It's sort of a salmony pink with the black and the silver. Now, this tin's been around the block a little bit. It's got somewhere. It's probably been sitting in someone's garage. But I love these little pint containers because they look so great on a bookshelf displayed with other little interesting items and curiosities. And the graphics, again, for me, is what grabbed it. If you've got a mid-century collection, this is just everything. So this tin can be yours, and keep in mind it's still full. So I mean, it's been around for a while. Can be yours for this go. I just had it. Oh yes, for $12 by giving me number 155. $12, number 155 for the Made in USA linseed oil tin. That's just so cool. Yeah, I love it. Parks Corporation out of Somerset, Massachusetts. All right. Now, I see you, Frida, for that one. That is an excellent grab. You're going to love that when you see it in person. All right. Frida, I got you. And that's my two.
You know what? I just realized something.
What?
Oh no, I probably grabbed it. You know what? I grabbed it before I left this morning.
What did you grab?
I thought I forgot my scale at home. Rest away the
okay.
boxes. If push comes to shove, I'll just run back
Well,
home and get it.
We got to get
We gotta have a scale.
the one thing anyway.
Right. Okay. All right,
Yeah,
so-
me too, Frida. It's just so cool.
So my next item, this is really cool, by the way. I believe this is pronounced Parodi. I could be very wrong about that. Parodi. I think it's Parodi. So it's insect spray, double acting concentrated insect spray. I love, of course, just as I decide I want to show it.
It goes dark.
It goes dark.
It's like, no.
Look at that. The front cover of that. This is dated 1933. Of course, the box is really beat up and whatnot, but it is still just such a cool piece. Now, I do want to say that the bottle has seen better days. I tried to open it so I could empty it, but it is sealed shut. I don't think anything is going to happen with this. So the front displays nicely. Unfortunately, the back has become a little bit damaged from age, and this is 92 years old.
Yeah.
I also should
look
mention
that good in mine too.
right. There also is a bit of a rip on the label right there. But it is still a really cool bottle to display, especially with that box. I think the box would look great. My whole concern is that back in the 30s, they were letting a child spray that stuff.
Yeah, that's not too good.
Yeah, you can't open this bottle. I tried using a rubber jar opener. I tried using the regular, typical jar. It's sealed shut. You cannot open this thing up at all. So if you would like the 1930s Parodi bottle with the box, again, the box is rough, but it's 92 years old. This is going to be $18. Number two, right? We need Mr. Yuck stickers back. So that's $18, number two for that, if anyone is interested. Hi, Donna.
Hi, Donna. Welcome in.
And I think I see Lori Perry for that. So, Lori, thank you very much. So that is coming to you. All right. And then my other item for this round is...
Oh, this is so cool.
This is a Dust Foe respirator tin by the Mine Safety Appliances Company, and I think that says Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Now, as you can see, it does have some rust and things on it, but I love that it opens up and it's very deep. So if you wanted to just, I was going to say display, store like maybe some nuts and bolts or things like that in there, you absolutely could. Again, it does have rust and such on it. But if you're just going to display it like this in your hardware or in your garage or something, I think that would just be perfect. And if you're interested in this piece, it is $12, number 7. $12, number 7. And again, there is some rust because this is an older tin.
Yeah, me too, Lori. You can't get me away from the 10s. They're just killer.
Right, and I see Poodle for that. Thank you so much, Poodle. That is yours.
Awesome grab, Poodle. I love that 10 when Benny showed it to me.
Oh, Poodle. Okay. All right, and I think those were my two. So thank you very much, everyone. And I believe we are on to our last round.
Yeah, amazing. All right, so these two items I have next are just awesome, and you know,
Shiznit.
it happens. I love tens, and this one just really caught my eye because the yellow stripes on it. It's just everything. This is for Mole Soy. Borden's company made this for powdered hyperallergenic food for infants, children's, and adults. And this does have a one-digit zip code, so this is pre-1963. I love the yellow stripes on this. It's just so happy. Mole Soy is there in great graphics on the front, and then you have the powdered hypoallergenic food on the bottom, and then there's this graphic here, which looks like, I don't know if that's like a soy plant. Might be an image of a soy plant. Now this does have some rusting to it, but it is full. It has never been opened. It's got its original key. There's some rust on the top, and then you can see the whiter strip on the back. That's how you know a can's older, when it's got that whiter strip. But this has never been opened. Someone did write the price that they were selling it for on it at some point. I don't know if that was from a old store at some point or not, but that's been on there. So you get that kind of piece of history with the 10. And I just think that this is fabulous. So happy, because green color with the yellow is just a perfect combination for spring, for summer, for your little kitchen vignettes. It's just great. And of course, you know, with all these old tins and when they've got flat tops, I like to stack stuff on top and make little vignettes and so forth with the top. They make a great riser, these tins do. Oops. Okay, so this fabulous little tin and can be yours for, lost it, here we go. For $15, it is full. Never been used, new old stock. $15 by giving me number 158. 158 for the Borden's Mole Soy 10. Yes, that's a cool one.
Someone asked if we were combining shipping, so I had to respond.
Yes.
Because we're
Yes.
using my phone for the stream.
All right, Lori Perry. That one is coming your way. Excellent. All right. My next 10 is this really amazing Art Deco MIDI thread cutting oil tin. And I just love the graphics on this, the black and the orange. Again, if you decorate for Halloween and you put kind of colors together that work in your Halloween displays, this is great. But you can see the deco design in the top. And this was made by the John Sunshine Chemical Company out of Chicago, Illinois, for hand tools, pipe, or power machines. And it is a little worse for wear on the back, but it displays really nicely on the front. And I think this is just a fantastic tin, probably from the 30s or 40s. It's got great graphics. And this tin can be yours for a great deal of just $12. $12 for the Art Deco mini tin by giving me 160. 160, $12 for the MIDI thread cutting oil tin. I love that black and orange and yellow together. It's very cool. Okay.
Oh, here's my tag for that. Of course, it decided it wanted to fall off.
Yes, it is. That's great.
All right, was that
Green Poodle?
were those your last two?
Yes, I believe. Oh, well, no, somehow I have another item. How did that happen? Did I miscount? I must have. Let's see. Yeah, I have another round. I have two other things.
Oh, okay.
Did you do your?
I didn't show this or my other two.
Okay.
Okay. So
Yeah.
my last round, it's perfectly fine. So my last two items, I have this really cool bottle of Great Seal. I think that says Cum Spirits or no, Gum Spirits, right?
Yeah,
It looks like a C
spirits.
though.
It does, but it's
It,
definitely.
it looks like it looks like it looks like a C. So Gum Spirits Turpentine, and it was made by the Styron Beggs Company in Newark, Ohio. It literally looked like a C. But anyway, it looks like the bottle was made by Owens, Illinois. And if you open it up and smell it, it still smells like turpentine. If somebody would like this bottle, I can dump this out, no problem. I don't think it's too harmful. So if you would be interested in the Gum Spirits Turpentine bottle, that is going to be $8, number 8. $8, number 8 for the Gum Spirits Turpentine bottle. And it's even got a really cool lid to it. Okay, spirit. Okay, that makes sense. But that
Spirit gum makes sense. Yeah,
but that really does look like a C.
we use spirit gum all the time in props makeup and stuff.
I love that blue and the yellow contrast. I think that's really a cool bottle.
Yeah, I like the ribbon too.
Right. So I have one other item tonight, and I'm probably gonna have you put the start in for this.
Oh yeah.
So I have an old export beer thermometer, and this is an offer up, and it starts at $30. As you can see, it is worn and such. This was actually from the Cumberland Brewing Company, and we were in Cumberland, Maryland yesterday.
Cool. They've got a great downtown.
And so, but what's funny is when I found this, it was dirty beyond belief, but a magic eraser cleaned up the back beautifully. I mean, it is shiny as all can be. The face is a little bit worn on it, but like I said, that just gives it the beauty of it. So I do believe I see Poodle and starting us off at 50. So I want to thank you very much for that, Poodle. So like, as you can see, there is some wear to the red paint and fading, but this is truly old. And we will go ahead and call the offer up. So that way Katie can do her last round and we can give Miss Pam all of y'all. So we'll go ahead and start it. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and sold.
Would you like me to refresh your?
Yeah, go ahead and refresh it.
Okay. Great graphic.
Absolutely. So it looks like it was sold to Poodle for 55. Well, thank you very much, Poodle. That is coming to you. Your son is going to love those. Right, and those were my items until Katie shows her last, and then we will do our recap.
Okay, so the last 2 items I have are just fun graphics. And this one is the Oriole brand paint thinner container. They were out of Baltimore, Maryland, and this has a 2-digit zip code, so it's pre-1963. I love the images on this one. Now it is full of paint thinner. Oh my gosh, paint thinner. We've been running around, can't you tell? But the graphics on this with the man with his steak and the lady with her laundry, just so fabulous. Very much of its time. Love the paintbrush image on the tin. Now there's some rusting and a little bit of wear to these old tins, as we usually do find, but I think overall the graphics display incredibly nicely on this. And I mean, this is just straight out of the 50s, 60s era. It's fabulous. So let's do this tin for a really great deal. And this one's a taller tin as well. So it will be $15 if you're interested in this. $15 by giving me number 190. $15, 190 for the awesome paint thinner tin. I love that green and red together. It's just so good. Yeah, I know those graphics. The lady's like, ooh, look at my shirt. Also, I don't know why she's putting the shirt in a bowl. I guess she's soaking the shirt. The bowl looks like it has ice. I don't know. That's hilarious to me. Yeah, I love those graphics. Okay. Here is that one.
I don't think I saw any claims for that
Okay.
just yet, but
All right, so there is that. And then my last item of the evening is for this wonderful Art Deco thermometer picture advertising the Harry S. Quabe, Quabe,
maybe Kawabi.
Kawabi, yeah, company. It's got the old phone number on it out of Alaska, which is crazy because I don't see many things from Alaska. This was made by the Newton Manufacturing Company out of Iowa. And I just love these because anytime I've got something that's Art Deco thermometer with a beautiful picture, it just kind of steals my heart. And I have to have it. So I wanted to bring this to the sale because, well, Art Deco's great. So let me get the glare off of this so you can see the beautiful picture. Kind of looks like somewhere you'd find in Italy. And then I guess at one point something might have been hanging from the bottom because it does look like something would have maybe flipped down like a calendar. But the glass is in marvelous shape. There's very little wear to the frame, and the image is wonderful. So let me get a up close view of all of that deco design on the bottom. Yeah, you guys can hopefully really see that now. That's just fabulous. And it does have its hanger on the back, so it's ready to go right into your gallery wall. Let me get this measured. I have the measuring stick. Thank you. This measures 10 by 8 inches. So 10 by 8 for this fabulous little piece. And it can be yours for $12. Very serene scene. $12 by giving me number 200. $12, number 200 for the fabulous Art Deco frame.
Yeah, that's really nice. That would be so nice for spring.
Yeah, it would be. It would be really good for that.
That
Okay.
ocean.
That
ocean or
ocean
that
is
lake.
so nice. All right, let me write Poodle down for
Yep,
that.
Poodle got that.
I'm so glad that's coming to you, Poodle. That's a cool one. Okay. Let's see.
Was this 190?
Yes.
Okay, Lori Perry wants it.
Okay. Fabulous. Lori Perry, that is headed to you, that 10. Let me just find it here. Okay, great. Poodle is getting that one. Excellent. And then that is going for Lori Perry. Awesome. All right. Thank you guys so much. You're going to love that when you get it in person.
All right, and do you have any items that didn't sell tonight?
I do.
So why don't you go ahead and show those items off again for those who may still be here?
Oh, okay.
We do want to make sure everybody goes over to Miss Pam because we've been on. It's going on 8:30.
Yeah. Okay. So I do still have this fabulous little store display available for gay keychains. It does have a little bit of wear to it, but overall it's in fabulous condition. We've got the logo there with that wonderful little band leader lady and all the sports imaging. And of course, this is cardboard, but you could still hang your earrings or different things off of the front of it because it works really well as a display. You can see the back has a little bit of creasing, but this is in great condition overall for the age. So this will be $12 if anyone's interested. $12 by giving me number 203. $12, number 203 for the Gay Sportsman display, which is awesome.
Great for 4th of July coming, y'all.
Yeah, I love the little car logo too.
The
You
red,
see
white,
the
and
little
blue.
car. Yeah, that's fun. And I also have this 1975 Wonder Woman record still available. With Superman, Batman, it looks like Spock, Spider-Man, they're all on the back. The gang's all here. This is, I wouldn't say a great record to play. It's more for display. It would be, I would grade this at a BG minus. And it's got some wear, but I just thought that the graphics were fabulous and a good piece of everybody's childhood. Wonder Woman there. So this record is $8 by giving me number 100. $8, number 100. If anybody is interested in the Wonder Woman record. And let's see. Oh yes, this is still cool. I have this wonderful Art Nouveau Pure Doll, a modern scientific discovery from the Jet Pharmaceutical Company, Moth 10, and the yellow graphics are fabulous on this one. This is going to be $15 if anybody is interested in this. $15 by giving me number 102. $15, number 102 for the Pure Doll Moth 10, which is just great. Yeah, that's a good one. And I think that is, oh, and the Spot Kit. Yes, the Spot Kit 10 with the little hearts is still available as well. If you're interested in this, that is going to be $12 by giving me number 400. Okay.
How nobody bought that is crazy. That is so cool with the giant heart.
Yeah, I mean for Valentine's Day, I just think like, and anytime all year round, it's just so graphically
Lay
cool.
the Valentine's in there and let the heart be seen.
Yeah, and the nice thing is when you've got this up, you've got the heart here and then the two hearts down here. So like, I don't know, I think that's cool. But those are the items that are still available. Of course, always if you're watching on the replay, you can shoot us an email, and we'll get those out to you. It Poodle, are you wanting to know if it still smells mothballish? Yes, it still smells a little like mothballs.
If you can pry that open, you can pour some baking powder in there. It'll
Yeah.
absorb the smell.
It is. She said only if it still smells like mothballs with clapping hands. I don't. Yeah, it does have a little bit of a vintagey mothball smell.
Okay, so those were all your items, right?
Yep.
All right, so I'm gonna quickly go through my items real quick. I had, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just so I think I have 8 items that didn't sell. So I'm just gonna show and go through them real quickly. First up for grabs that didn't sell was this Gables 70th anniversary ashtray. This was $8, number 19 for anybody who is interested in that. $8, number 19 for the Gables ashtray. Also still available is this really cool little perpetual calendar that does still work. Does have a little bit of rust to it just because it's older, but it still does work and function properly. This is $12, number 9. $12, number 9 for the perpetual calendar. I have the apothecary jar. I am not sure if it is old or not. I'm really not sure, but it's got a really nice lid to it. No cracks or chips. It's thicker glass. This is $12, number 6. $12, number 6 for the apothecary jar. I also still have the shuttlecocks can with the really cool diamond patterns, and then I guess the guys right here are wearing the shuttlecocks on their heads. So this can is $10, number 3. $10, number 3 for that. Also still available is the Sanic tissue display. Somebody said that these were probably used in the hospitals in the 40s and 50s. I love that it says Sanic right on top of it and some of the tissue is still there. This is also $12 and it's number 1 for anyone who's interested in that.
Man, that is so cool.
$12 number 1 for this if anyone is interested. I also have the snowbird. I guess it was supposed to be a shield to keep the snow off of your roof. I believe this wooden stand was made for it, so it could be used as a bookend, whatever you want to do with it. And this was $20, number 16 for anyone who's interested. $20, number 16 for the snowbird snow roof guard. Also, I have the heavy metal elevator plaque. It says 21 and 12. The little piece right here is unfortunately broken off, but it would still display really nicely. And this was $22, number 19. $22, number 19 for the elevator plaque. All you have to do is find a really creative way to hang this up on the wall, and it is perfect. It does have scratches and such.
I just put a screw right through the top, and because of that
Little
way,
lip.
that shape, yep, it'll hang perfectly.
It would hang perfectly up on the wall. And then the only other item I have is the Gum Spirits Turpentine with the really cool blue ribbon. And that was $8, number 8. $8, number 8 for the turpentine bottle with the turpentine still in it. Okay. So those were all of the items. I think we did pretty well considering we shared 50 items together.
We had really moved through this well in 2 hours and 21 minutes. I can't believe it.
Yeah, we really kicked butt.
We did. Good job, Benny.
Thank you. So guys, we are going to end this stream and get to packing so that way we can get you all your invoices. As usual, if anything does get paid for by Monday, we will have these items out the door. If you bought something from both Katie and I, we are going to combine and put them in the same boxes. Please make sure you go over to Pam right after you're done here for the 62 folks watching.
Let's see. I will not be having my jewelry sale tonight. If you guys normally come to our bling parties, Nate and I are taking a little hiatus so I can get all this stuff packed up and then focus on getting home from Maryland. But we will be back next week at regular time at 10 p.m., which will be fun.
And we will see you guys very, very soon. And thank you, Kate, for joining me here in Maryland. I hope you had a good shopping experience.
I had a great shopping experience. Yes, KP, Vinny is going to ship all of the items from Maryland, so that will not be a problem at all. Everything will be coming from Vinny, but I'll just help all the packaging along. But yes, I've had a great time in Maryland. Man, the stuff up here is just so crazy amazing. And getting to be with Vinny is great. And tomorrow, Amy, so lots of fun things.
So we've got a whole fun day planned. And like I said, if you see your invoices real quick, the sooner you pay, the sooner we can get your stuff.
Yep, exactly. And that does help us because I am traveling. So that's a big help so that then you can get everything coordinated on his end. But anyway, thank you all for joining us tonight for this fabulous packaging sale. And we will see you all really soon.
Bye, y'all.
Bye, friends.